My name is Esther Franklin. I'm also called ET. I am EVP, Head of America's Experience Strategy. And basically, I am a cultural anthropologist in the media space. I knew I was interested in people that were of other cultures. I wanted to travel to places I had never been. So as I, went down that path of becoming what I am today, it was always about an opportunity that allowed me to tap into people and travel. I received my degree in marketing research. So my first job was at a market research company. It was being in the field, out actually interviewing people. I was watching TV one day, and there was a 10th anniversary special on the largest ad agency at the time, which was Burrell Advertising. I picked up the phone. I asked to speak to the head of research. I said, "Can I come in for an interview?" And he said, "Who are you to call me and ask me for an interview over the phone?" And I got the job. And that's how I started in advertising. That was an advertising agency headed by an African American. And it was focused on advertising to Black people. It was one of the first. And so actually my race and my gender was an asset to that experience. My mother had quiet determination. She was one of the first Blacks that worked on Canal Street in New Orleans. And she worked as a bookkeeper. But because of the times, her official job title was listed as maid. Observing my mother's quiet determination and her tenacity, even in the face of some of the obstacles she faced, that's the environment that I grew up in. She was always sort of softly pushing me to make sure that in my interest area, I was being the best that I could be. So that was the way she helped navigate me. The biggest challenge I face, and I think that it's, I was reflecting on this myself, is I was always confident in what I knew, but I was always externally awkward. I didn't talk much. I didn't call attention to myself. And then when I went to college, I met this group of women that I pledged in a sorority with. They just had this poise and this ease and with the way they articulated themselves. And I both lacked and admired that so. But it's something that I struggle with today. And so I've really worked hard to develop strategies to try and overcome that. The role models and my fortification mostly come from outside the industry. So I would describe a situation to this circle of women that I went to college with. And they would be like, "Girl, you should have said this, or you didn't do that, or you didn't that." And I would be like thinking to myself, you know what, I should have. And the more I was able to describe and connect with them about the various experiences I was having and just listen to how they would naturally respond, those were the things that inspired me. And they were the ones that continued to give me that strength and guidance, them and my husband and my daughter. Hold on to your creativity, no matter what field or profession you land in, because we're all looking for more creative solutions, more creative possibilities, and creativity is what drives innovation in our world. Try and identify a personal advisory board made up of people who are going to be direct, that are going to be honest, that are going to be willing to tell you what you don't want to hear, so that you can always be the best that you can be. My personal advisory board, if I go back to that circle of women that I met in college that embodied all that I wanted and didn't have, we have such a close relationship. I don't have sisters, but they are my sisters. They have been there. And so they have really served as an advisory board to me.